welcome back to Ask Housing. Today we are in a city that's arguably India's luxury real estate capital. I'm talking about Gurgaon, and we are in conversation with Mr. Amarjit Bakshi, who's CMD Central Park. Central Park has carved a niche for itself in luxury residential projects in this market. Sir, great to have you on our show.
Yes, please.
I'm Jhumur Ghosh, editor-in-chief Housing.com news, and we'll be talking to Mr. Bakshi about what makes Gurgaon such a magnet for luxury real estate projects. So now there's a bit of, mid-segment, inventory that's coming into the market.
Yes.
But traditionally and even now, Gurgaon continues to be a location which is seen as a luxury housing location. Why do you think luxury housing is so popular in this city?
I would say that it is basically largely because of the fact that Delhi is not coped up.
Yes.
Delhi has created a default, which is the resultant outcome in Gurgaon.
Yeah.
And at the same time, the people from the foreign countries, they preferred Gurgaon over Noida for the reasons of safety, which is very vital in their part.
Yeah.
So Gurgaon, despite the fact that it started with very weak infrastructure, it has got a preference.
Yeah.
Plus, it has been relatively much closer to the airport, AeroCity.
Yeah.
So these three factors I consider are the main reasons.
Yeah. And what about, employment opportunities, social infrastructure? How would you rate Gurgaon in those?
I would say Gurgaon and Noida both are equal.
Okay.
But Gurgaon is definitely a premium market.
Yeah.
And that side, it has got more catchment area for employment.
Yes.
So employers like to go there where relatively cheaper labor is available, blue collar labor.
Yeah.
This side relatively more expensive.
Yeah.
Still the real decision is taken by the CEO where he would like to live or where will his family like to live.
Yeah.
So he doesn't really think very deeply about the company. He thinks where will he be comfortable if he is coming from abroad.
Yeah.
And Gurgaon fits in the bill very well.
Yes.
And therefore, this has prompted into coming out more luxury office buildings, one after another.
Yeah.
I would say I'll give a lot of credit to DLF for coping up with the situation.
Yeah.
And thereafter, many other companies have come up.
Yeah.
One is better than another.
Yeah. So you've been in this market, for a very long time. Could you tell us a little bit about, what has been the price movement like? How have you seen, projects evolve? What are the kind of amenities that the market is offering currently?
Okay, when we started in the early 2000, at that time people said that don't come for luxury because the market for apartment is 1,000 rupees a square foot.
Wow.
And we were the first one to come with 2,000 plus in Central Park 1.
Yeah.
And that showed a direction to everybody that there is definitely a market.
Yeah.
And then from 2000, it went to 2,200.
Yes.
Then we came to 5,000.
Yes.
And today, in our case, it is about 16 to 17,000 rupees per square foot.
Wow.
And property is not easily available.
Okay.
Now, you'll ask me more questions. I think I'll reply to that only when you'll ask me.
Yeah. So in terms of, amenities, what do you think, what are the kind of standout amenities?
There are 3, 4, 5 very basic
things
which we keep in mind.
Yes.
The first is the safety.
Yeah.
Number 2 is security.
Yeah.
And number 3 is that there should be no desire or need for a person to go out once he finishes his days and comes back home.
Yeah. So you've sort of preempted my next question, because if you look at, various luxury projects, it's obvious that, each company has its own philosophy and its own take on luxury. For some it could be space, for some it's amenities, for some it's the view and the location. For Central Park, what is your philosophy of luxury?
Our philosophy is Central Park is meant for the residents.
Okay.
Therefore, when we talk of residents, it is not only the professional and his wife, it is his children, and children up to the age of 8, then 8 to 16, then 16 to 22, and then his parents, and then retired people. everybody has been taken care of.
Yeah.
And on the top of it, we want to give facility. So far we have succeeded to some extent.
Okay.
But all the way we have not succeeded as yet, but we will, definitely we will.
Wow.
That once you are here and you are in Oberoi's, 5-star, 7-star, the comfort-wise there should be no difference.
Yes.
None.
Yeah.
That we have our own laundry inside.
Yes.
We have own housekeeping.
Yeah.
We have our own various eating outlets.
Yeah.
We have got a 5-star gym.
Yeah.
We've got a club which is nobody can boast that that it is somebody has a better club than ours.
Yeah.
On the top of it, we are working very hard to create a good neighborhood.
Yes.
And then the staff has been trained to serve with feelings.
Yes.
And don't expect any tipping or even thank you.
Wow.
Simply just give the same service like you get in Oberoi's.
Yeah.
Everywhere the resident who will walk in, he will be greeted properly.
Yes.
People will stand erect to make him feel that we appreciate your presence here.
Yeah.
And then we'll leave no stone undone.
Yes. So what you're telling me, sir, is a very holistic view and absolute attention to detail, which,
Absolutely.
When we go to a lot of luxury projects, we see the tiling and the fancy amenities, but that attention to detail is what's missing.
Detail in living.
Yes.
To start with, we are very concerned about the children.
Yeah.
The Children Club is a unique facility here.
Yeah.
Then we are very concerned about the drivers.
Okay. Interesting.
Their sitting place, eating place, and their cafeteria. Then we are very concerned about the maid servants.
Yes.
A separate resting place for them, air conditioned.
Yeah.
Then we have got 600 people serving about 2,000 families,
Wow.
650.
Yeah.
We have an independent gym for them.
Okay.
We have an independent mess for them.
Okay.
And we take care of their health by way of periodic checkups.
Okay.
Then we give them proper, neat, clean clothes.
Yeah.
Then we give them facilities to come and take shower.
Mm-hmm.
So at no point of time somebody has to say that he had to travel so much of a distance. By the time he reached, he was not fresh enough.
Yeah.
Then on the top of it, we are trying to hire out small apartments for them, so that they don't have to travel long distances to reach to their place of work.
Very true. Very true.
Then we take care of their snacks, mornings, evening tea, and complete comfort.
Yes.
He should look forward to come here to serve the residents.
Yeah. And sir, you're talking about the residents. So for me, they are the home buyers, obviously. You've been in the market for so long. Can you tell us a bit about, how has the home buyer changed in your experience? What changes are you seeing in home buyers since when you first started off in this business?
There has been a lot of changes in the perspective of the buyer. Yeah. Originally, people thought that bungalow living is the real living.
Very true.
And apartment living is a relatively middle class man's a compromised living. Now, several things have happened during this interlude of last 20 years, which people have come to realize that the real pleasurable living is the apartment living, where the manpower required is much less, privacy is much more, security is much, much, much better, and on the top of it, the quality of air is better. And for a very good property, he doesn't have many choices.
Yeah, that's very true.
His choice is limited to 3 things. Logistics.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the quality.
Yes.
Second, affordability.
Sure.
Otherwise, he doesn't have many choices.
Sure.
Either DLF or Central Park. I don't want to be arrogant when I put it like this.
No, but
fact is, in Gurgaon, the situation as it stands today.
Yeah.
There were other companies who made a very good beginning, like Aereo, like M3M, or like I'll say even Ambience.
Yes.
Very good attempt they made, but somewhere down the line, they faltered somewhere.
Yeah. And so in terms of, how the city has expanded, obviously now there's a new Gurgaon, we're talking about newer sectors. Could you maybe guide our viewers, in terms of which are the sectors currently, where the action is, so to speak, and they, as home buyers, they should be sort of, considering if they want to buy a home in Gurgaon market?
See, in Delhi, 3-4 things have become very important.
Okay.
First is pollution.
Yeah.
Second is transit time.
Yeah.
And third is safety.
Yeah.
If you keep all 3 things in mind, then I'll say direction towards Gurgaon, the Sona.
Yeah.
Gurgaon Sona is a very promising direction.
Okay. And are you happy with whatever infrastructure support is being promised?
In fact, I would say I give a lot of credit to the new Chief Minister and our local minister, Mr. Narveer Singh. They have gone out of the way to remove the congestions and to make underpasses, bypasses, and in a very silent manner, they have improved the traffic conditions, the livability, the power situation, everything to a remarkable manner. And they're very sensitive. The minister is going from society to another society to seek the comments and to find out what better can be done.
Wow, okay.
There is earnestness in his approach.
All right.
And at the same time, the Chief Minister, he is a very, very honest man. He is like a Rishi Muni.
Okay.
And with the result, he has put very honest bureaucrats on the stations where it matters.
All right.
I wouldn't say corruption is totally eliminated, but I will say that it is mitigated.
It is mitigated.
Mitigated, and it's quite a good place to work with today.
So, in terms of the improvement that you're talking about, so my last question is about the overall NCR market. The last many quarters, were bad, for the residential segment over here. But now the latest market reports seem to suggest, that a revival is on the cards, and, the absorption, supply, things are improving.
You see, when people say that the real estate market is bad, etc., they look at only from the builder's angle.
Okay.
But I would not put it like this.
Okay.
I will put it like this, that housing problem is largely solved.
Okay.
Rentals are minimal in this city. Good houses are available at a very affordable prices in rental. If somebody wants to purchase something, lot of financing is available. He's got a lot of options available. And at the same time, there's so much of unconstructed, semi-constructed, and stocks which are available, which make his position very comfortable.
Very true.
And which is not a bad situation.
At all.
We should not look at like this, the housing market is bad or real estate is bad. Bad for whom? Not for consumer.
Great. So we're going to end the conversation on this very optimistic note. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn and Twitter, and we'll be back again soon. Bye-bye.